Hello guys, Adam from House of Smoke and Fire. Well, I'm in the fridge of Heritage Country Meats. I want to talk quickly about beef short ribs. Now, beef short ribs essentially are made up of two different muscles. You've got the thicker, more gelatin, more marbled muscle, and then there's the thinner muscle on the top. This is more the chuck. It's a much leaner cut of meat. Now, I have a process where I take this lean cut off. Most people cook them as is. I'll show you the difference and why they do it. But when you're choosing your beef shorties, look for the larger amount at the bottom, because that's the magic. It's full of collagen, it's full of marble, it's well worth having a look at. So, let me show you what I've done here. I'll show you some carve-ups, and then we'll chat further about how I cooked them, why I cook them, and why I do what I do. Have a look at this. Okay, so what have I done? Oh, let me fix my hat and sideways. So, you see the first two photos. Basically what I've done is I've trimmed that top layer completely away. Now I'm going to use that for something else, which I'll show you. But the whole idea is when you run it in both bits of meat at the same time, you're putting a stack of smoke on that top chuck layer that just isn't as good. It won't render down. It's a completely different muscle structure. So what I like to do, I like to get rid of it so I get as much smoke, as much sort of flavor on the proper part of that meat as possible. Okay, so you've just seen what I've done. Now, what did I do with those two chuck layers? Well, I'm experimenting on these things because I haven't really dialed them in yet. But what I did is I basically made a barbecue bacon sandwich out of them. Put a whole heap of barbecue sauce, a few rashers of bacon in the center, and then I rolled it up a little bit like a terrine. Now, I'll show you progress pics. I can do it better. It didn't end up as, it was good, it was edible, we ate it, but wasn't as good as it could have been. So now, sort of the rest of it, basically those are beef shorties. Once you take that top layer off, I run them completely exposed, no spritzing, no wrapping. Let me show you a couple of progress vids, and then we'll chat again. Cheers. So that video is about 8 hours in. Haven't done anything to the beef shorties. They're just ticking along. Just good dusting of rub. That's got double garlic butter and Lambert sweet rub. The terrine rolly thing, I wrapped it. It took it to about 70 degrees and then I wrapped it. Next time I'm going to wrap it earlier and I'm going to put it in foil. To try to keep more moisture in it, because it's just a bit too lean a cut of meat, to be perfectly honest. So let me show you a video now of basically the final product just before it came off the smoker. I added a couple of extras, sort of volunteer for dinner, so I've added some pork belly bites and some cheese kranskis to the mix. Have a look at this. Okay, so the beef shorties, 11.5 hours. I took them to 96 degrees, completely unwrapped, no spritzing, no nothing. Put them in the rest. I generally chuck them in an esky. Generally, my go-to, folded up towel in the bottom, a bit of butcher paper, drop them in, fold the other bit of butcher paper over the top, another towel over the top. Minimum 1 hour rest. I would prefer to drag it off early, a bit under temperature, and give it the rest, then carry it through and then have to eat it straight away. That's my go-to. So, but I'll show you now a video of the final platter, and then just like Jerry Springer, I'll give you some final thoughts. So did you see that bark? Did you see that smoke ring? And the tenderness and flavour of those ribs were banging. Probably the best short ribs I've done. So constantly trying to refine the process. The reality of everything is that none of us are experts. We're only as good as the shots we give ourselves, but don't be afraid to have a crack at it. I'm always here. I love offering advice. I love being part of the process. So you're welcome. This is a great video. I just really wanted to, I've had a few guys that have just started the low and slow journey. They've cracked out some pretty decent beef shorties, but this is a way of really dialing them in. Most important is, get rid of that top cap. Decent rub. Just remember that if you're taking a big top cap off, you've got to allow for the fact that you've got less meat there. Even if you're doing something with the chuck, you still want everyone to eat some of those bloody brilliant beef shorty oysters. So this is me signing off. Any questions, give me a yell. Or for yourself, come and have a look. We'll see you soon in the House of Smoke and Fire.